Hey, Shalom, Shalom, Akim, your brothers are Allah from GMS London Camp. First and foremost, want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, the great millstone. Blessings unto the hopeful and sincere elect. It's a quick response video. Jake out here bugging the hell out. The 2/3, man, this is why they're going to be cut off and died, pursuant to Zechariah 13:8. Another clear example of disobedience and rebellion. And these Jakes in this entertainment world, sports and entertainment, man, they're key examples of how Jake is not supposed to be, and who these modern day citizens, man, Roman citizens in America, westernized citizens, that have been Hellenized, now westernized in this modern day Roman society, are complete degenerates, man, and they need to be destroyed. They need to be reprogrammed physically with that physical fire coming from the ICBM missiles, because they're not going to be reprogrammed spiritually, man. Because this guy, Jimmy Butler, first and foremost, he came in with his the dreadlocks a year ago, and now he's rocking a damn perm, slick back, wet, effeminate type perm on his head, and his response at this press conference here was that he's in his emotional stage of his life. So these guys in the sports and entertainment world are showing their true colors right now, and basically they're declaring this sin as Sodom, because they're under that do as thou wilt type spirit, and these different industries that they're following after the devil. They're sugar daddy E, the so-called white man, these Edomite devils. And ye of your father the devil, John 8:44. So that's the lust of all these degenerate Negroes is doing, especially guys like this, making excuses for, being a beauty bandit and a flamethrower, man. So I'm not going to say too much because I don't want to get this video clipped. But you already know what club he's part of, man, and the Lord going to destroy that whole alphabet club very soon, man, with the nuclear fire, which is definitely due, because this is nuts, man. This is crazy, and this is the typical Jake nowadays. Jake has just become more and more effeminate and more, simpish, and just, less manly than ever before, man, in history. And that's due to Esau and his tactics in the media, social media especially, what he's putting in the food. And that basically it's that Babylonian juice, man, that filthy fornication in that cup, prophesied in the book of Revelation. That, that Babylonian juice, which brothers call it, which these Jakes are, lapping up, man. They're getting drunk off that shit, man. That strong drink. So, which goes into all these philosophies. And partaking in this wickedness, this wicked type of behavior is actually a philosophy of Esau Edom, man. Going back to the Greek Empire, And before that, it's, the Babylonians and the Hamites. That was their nature, doing the odious works of witchcraft. But Esau's taking it to another plethora, another level in this society, Babylon the Great. That's why America's known as the land of confusion, because you got shit like this guy that's moving basically like an androgynous demon, half male and half female attributes, man, which is straight up confusion. Anyway, I said I'm gonna make this too long. Surprised his nails ain't painted, or maybe they are, because that's the new trend Jake's following as well. That's why this place needs to be destroyed, man. But Isaiah 3:9, or 8 actually, for Jerusalem is ruined. But Jerusalem is a people before it's a place, right? It says, and Judah is fallen. And that guy, he's probably a Judite, Jimmy Butler, from the house of Judah, man. One of them prospective tribes, the southern kingdom, basically. So it says Judah is fallen just because their tongue and their doings are against the Lord, to provoke the eyes of his glory. So the guys like Jimmy Butler provoking the Lord to their destruction, man. Because that effeminate type, perm type spirit that this guy's got, that is an abomination to the Lord, man. That's filthiness in the sight of the Lord, man. The Lord's not pleased to see Jakes in that type of behavior and that type of manner. That upsets the Lord, man. Because we're supposed to be his chosen people. It says the shew of their countenance doth witness against them. And you can see by that guy's countenance, he's totally gone. He's been totally compromised, so should I say, in the spirit. It says the shew of their countenance doth witness against them, and they declare their sin as Sodom. Yeah, and you can see it on his face that he's a straight, the way he's presented himself, that he's part of that club. The shew of his countenance doth witness against him. It says they hide it not, and he's not hiding it now. He's coming out of the closet, so to speak. He's still got a lot of DL Jakes out there, down low niggas out there, but now Jake is not even, they're coming out because Esau's promoting that it's okay. The devil is promoting that lascivious behavior like it's righteous, man, when it's straight up wickedness in the eyes of the Lord. It says, woe unto their soul. So the Lord gonna destroy Jimmy Butler and anyone that's following his trends, man. For they have rewarded evil unto themselves. Yeah, so the word evil means a bad time. So they rewarded death and destruction unto themselves. Like it tells you in the book of Proverbs, the 8th chapter, last verse, that he that hateth Yahweh Shai loveth death. So if you're part of these type of cults, not cults, so it's like, yeah, if you're part of these type of movements, and these agendas, so to speak, then you basically love death, man. And you hate Yahweh Shai because the Lord strictly speaks against that type of behavior. So them that hate Yahweh Shai loveth death. So Jimmy Butler loves death, so that's what's going to come to his doorstep, man. The Lord said, woe unto their souls. So death and destruction is coming to all these alphabet people, man, that want to fight, especially 2/3 of Jake. Because the Lord's not playing in these last days, man. Anyway, so Romans 1:24 says, wherefore, or says 25, who changed the truth of the Most High into a lie, and worshipped and served the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever, amen. It says, for this cause the Most High gave them up unto vile affections. So being in that state of mind, which is basically like a mental disorder, because early in the early 20th century, that's what they would say, that if you was a booty bandit, a flamethrower, that basically had a mental disorder, man. And then over time Esau, changed the narrative because he's the devil, So now they're trying to say it's acceptable, just like the kiddie fiddlers out there and all that. That's a mental disorder, man. You being a kiddie fiddler, wanting to chase after little children and that. There's something wrong with you mentally, man. That means you got unclean spirits in you. That's basically what it's down to. And then the spirits are revealing themselves. It says, for this cause the Most High gave them up unto vile affections, for even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature, which you already know, the dykes and all that carpet munching is against nature, man. That's not the woman's use. The woman's use is to basically please a man, and vice versa, and bring forth life. A woman and another woman can't bring forth life. It just brings forth disease. Same with a man being with a man. It says, and likewise also the men, like Jimmy Butler, leaving the natural use of the woman, burned in their lust one to another, men with men, working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves that recompense of their error, which was meat. So that's some foul shit that these guys are into, and especially like the sports and entertainment, they're heavily into this type of stuff, that industry, music and entertainment in general, man, because they have to bow down to the damn small hat rats to get their contracts, man. They have to compromise themselves and compromise their integrity, sell their soul, so to speak, to get them contracts, man. So they have to do all kinds of debauchery, man, to get them little so-called benefits, man, from the devil. But it's going to be short-lived, man, because that covenant with death that these Negroes and Negettes are making out here with the devil is going to come back to bite them in the arse when all hell breaks loose, and especially when the ICBM missiles are shot off and they land in the shores of America, man. We're in a town near you, a city near you very soon. It says, and even as they did not like to retain the Most High in their knowledge, the Most High gave them over to a reprobate mind. So Jimmy Butler is one of those reprobate minds, man. And you can clearly see that from the stupid comments that he was making at that press conference. He sounded like a damn girl, man, a little girl. It says to do those things which are not convenient. So these niggas are just waiting for nuclear missiles, man. That's all these jakes are. These 2/3 reprobate souls are waiting for is just the, as I said, that physical reprogramming by way of that nuclear fire. It's the last precept. I'm going to close out 1 Corinthians 6 and 9, because guys like that ain't going to make it, man. And that's just the clear cutting down straight to the truth, to the core of the truth of the matter. That any effeminate type jakes, man, in that spirit of Jimmy Butler, they're not going to make it on them ships, man. They're not going to make it off the shores of America. This is 1 Corinthians 6 and 9. So know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of the Most High. Be not deceived, neither fornicators, nor idolaters, nor idolaters, and nor effeminate, nor abusers of themselves with mankind. Yeah? They're not going to make it, man, into the kingdom of the Most High. They're going to die here. They're going to die in their sins, man. You know? They're not gonna see the glory. They're not gonna taste that heavenly glory, man, like the elect are going to, man. Abarattas are very soon, man. They're gonna be part of that nuclear soot, man. Back to the earth you shall go, man, you know. And then in the kingdom they're gonna come back through the loins of the elect in their right mind. And they're gonna be ashamed of themselves in the kingdom, because they're gonna realize what they did and how they basically disappointed the Lord, man, you know, for the lifestyle that they chose to live, that freaky lifestyle, man. They're gonna feel very, very down for a hot minute, man, you know, because, you know, that shit is just it's not pleasing to the eye, man, and all it promotes is death, man, you know, at the end of the day. The Lord's not with it, man. He said no effeminate. Now you look up that word effeminate real quick. This describes Jimmy Butler in a nutshell, basically. Describes him to a T, to a capital T. Basically, he's moving like a damn T. If brothers get my drift. He's moving like a damn transformer, man. The way he's looking, androgynous and all that. Malakos, anyway, in the Greek, says soft. And that guy is soft, man. Soft to the touch. When you hear him talk on a microphone and all that, he sounds soft as hell, man. That guy is moist, man. And not in a good way, man. Metaphor in a bad sense. Effeminate. Or of a catamite. You know, a boy who kept that alternative relations with a man. A man who submits his body to unnatural lewdness. Oh, man. A male prosy. Damn, man. So he's submitting himself to unnatural lewdness, man. And he's become soft. Soft to the touch, meaning moist in the spirit. Like, basically, his manhood's been taken away from him, man. He's been stripped away from him. And now he's just totally effeminate, man. And that's why he needs death, man. That's why he needs nuclear fire. You know, and it's not too long, man, because the Lord is shutting this place down, man. If you haven't noticed already, you know, you Jake's gonna find out the hard way, man. The same, what does it say? 2 Ezra 9, the 9th chapter. The same shall know it by death, by pain. Roughly paraphrasing. So 2/3, they got a lot of judgment coming down the pike, man. Jacob's trouble is not gonna be no walk in the park. That's gonna be hell on earth for Jake, man. 2/3 anyway. So anyway, with that, I'm going to give all praises and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Rakha Chodash, and Shalom to the hopeful and sincere elect.